we are about to discuss, we are discussing about exception. Okay, about this throws keyword, simple thing, a little exception knowledge we require here. Okay, I can write the code directly, but observe here, that simple thing. Observe, what is an exception? It is an undefined activity code doing by or work doing by JVM, activity or work doing by JVM. Okay, if JVM executes any or if it performing any undefined activity work, I think how it can perform? By using code only it can perform. Okay, by using what? By writing code only it can perform. Observe here, activity work or what is that? Act. Okay, activity work or act. Think that we are having some lines of code here. In the middle I have written one undefined activity code. Observe, there will be one flow of execution, right? Yes, there will be one flow of execution. Think that now that flow of execution is executing this code or this instruction by JVM. Now what happens? From this statement onwards and rest of the statements will not get executed. That is called as abnormal termination. Okay, abnormal termination. Okay, and what is an exception? It is undefined activity or work. Okay, it is what? Undefined activity or work. Okay, now observe here. Okay, we are having exception terminology and also exception class. Don't get try to differentiate both of these things. Okay, now here I'm having one exception raising code. Okay, here think that I'm having one exception raising code, that is undefined activity code. Think that I'm having one undefined activity code at this area, but what I have done here, I have written that statement logically. Observe here, if a value is greater than 99 means then only this one will get executed, otherwise this code will not execute by JVM. Observe, dangerous code is there. Heading dangerous code is there, but I'm having some condition there for JVM to execute. At which condition it has to execute? Okay, if a is greater than 99 then only it has to execute. But what is a value? 9 is greater than 99? No, this operator will return what? False. Okay, now it will come out of this thing. Okay, now observe, please observe friends, you are having one dangerous code. Observe here, this code will not execute if a is less than 99. Observe here, if a is, observe the same statement, if a is less than 99 means this code executes? No, when this code executes, a is greater than 99. Meaning is, observe, tricky thing, logical three ways will be there. If a value is 100 then it will execute. If a value is 9, a is less than 9, right? It will not execute. If a is greater than 99, it will execute. I have written one logical statement here. Observe friends, dangerous code but having some condition for execution. Dangerous code but having some condition for execution. Okay, now I want to tell, observe here, this is one public void main method. Now I have written the same code, int a equals to 9. If a is greater than 99, this undefined activity code will get executed. This is what? A dangerous code which will not make rest of the code to execute properly. Abnormal termination will get occur. Okay, abnormal termination will happen. Now observe, will happen. Now observe here, where this dangerous or undefined activity code existing within the method called M1, which is static method. Observe here, static method. Now this main method of A1 class is calling M1 method. Yes or no? Observe here, A dot M1, A class M1 method. It is calling that method because I don't know the implementation of this one. Now I know because I am the developer of this class and also this class. Think that I am the developer of this class. You are the utilizer of this class. You are going to reuse my code. Getting? If you are having some lakhs of lines of code here, getting, definitely you may not aware of this line. Okay, now observe. Hello, Mr. A1, please take one precaution. Please take one precaution or one consideration. What is that means? I have one dangerous code here. What is that? Undefined activity code. Undefined activity code here. Okay, undefined activity code. So your application or your method, okay, your method may or may not execute rest of the code after this line. Observe here, I have one dangerous or undefined activity code. Okay, if you use my method, if you use my service, what happens means, observe, your rest of the code may execute properly or your rest of the code may not execute properly. Why? Undefined code executed by JVM, that is undefined activity or work done by JVM, means what happens? Rest of the code will not execute. It is telling JVM, hello mister, you are making me to do one undefined activity. I will not execute your rest of the code. Okay, so please let me know what is this undefined activity. What is this undefined activity? Please rectify yourself. Like that it will tell to us. That is called as abnormal termination. That is called as abnormal termination. Now observe here. Now this method is having what? One undefined activity code. Okay, dangerous code. When some person is using my services, I want to tell them you are having one danger with my code. What is that means? I have undefined code. How to tell that undefined code exists in my method means, simply you have to put what? Throws. Observe here, transferring the exception handling due to the caller, or this one also can be spelled as giving information about undefined activity code. Undefined activity code. Okay, what is that? Giving information about undefined activity code to the caller. Okay, just observe this one, just don't consider this one. If you are having knowledge in exception handling, consider this one. No need. If you don't know exception handling, no need to worry, just consider this one. Okay, in exception handling we have discussed this one with very good in detail, even which is very important for our OCJP level. Okay, I have discussed this one with very good detail. Okay, if you want, just refer that one. But to understand this one, this knowledge more than enough, friends. Okay, observe. Now giving information about undefined activity code to the caller. Okay, now who is the caller of this method M1? This person, that is main method of A1 class. Main method of A1 class. So throws, it is telling this undefined activity code. Undefined activity code. Okay, undefined activity. What is activity? A work. What is activity? A work. Coming late to class is what? One work. That work can be stated as what? Latecomer activity. Getting? And what is that? We can state the activities or works as with different names, right? Observe, if you are having one thing like observe, observe, yeah, instead of observe here, think that one bowler is there in our very famous cricket game. If a person is bowling the ball by crossing the crease, then it is what? One type of activity which should not happen. But if it happens, what is there? One disadvantage, one penalty is there. There will be one extra run to the opposite person, opposite team, right? Opposite team. Now crossing the crease, just making your leg to cross the crease and bowling the ball is what? What is that? We are having that name for that activity. What is that? What we call that activity? Something, even I forget that one. What is that? Something like bouncer, not bouncer or something. What is that activity name? No ball. Yes, no ball, right? Yes, it is called as what? No ball. Okay, if you cross the crease and bowl the ball to the batsman, it is what? Undefined activity, right? And that activity name is what? No ball activity. Yes or no? Yes. Observe here, what is an exception? It is an undefined activity or work doing by JVM. How it can do this undefined activity or work? By executing undefined code, by executing undefined code. Now we are having one terminology called as abnormal termination at our Java exception handling. Think that you are having some n lines of code. Okay, now in the middle of code I have written one undefined activity code and I am making JVM to execute this code. Now what happens? Undefined activity code executing by whom? Our JVM. Doing undefined activity doing by JVM means what? Exception raising. Now from this statement onwards, no statements will get executed. That is called as abnormal termination. Now observe here. Here I have written this one directly without any logical statements. The same code I have written in different way. Observe here, I have taken one logical statement here. Okay, observe here, one condition statement. If a value is greater than 99, then only execute this undefined code. If it executes this undefined code, what happens? Undefined work or activity will be performing by our JVM. Okay, observe here, when this code will execute, if a value is what, friends? A value is greater than 99. Until that, this one will not get executed. If a value is 9 means 9 is greater than 99. No, it will return what? False. It will come out of this statement. But observe, dangerous undefined activity related code exists. Now observe here, I have maintained the same code here. Now observe, I want to tell to the caller about this dangerous code, undefined activity code to the caller. See, this is what? Coding, friends. Each and everything is what? Instructions, statements only. How to tell that information to the caller through technical way means simple thing. You have to use what? Throws keyword. Throws keyword means what? Giving, this is what? A keyword. This is what? A keyword having its own meaning. Observe here. You might be getting confused. What is this? What is this new, friends? What is this new? It is what? A noun according to English native speaker. Observe here. But at our Java, because of new keyword, we are having some different meaning. Observe here, what happens because of new keyword? There will be memory allocation. If there is a means there will be a object. There will be what? A object. Okay, now observe here. Okay, now there will be what? A object. This new, according to English speaker, it is what? A noun. But according to Java programmer, it is what? A keyword or an operator creating or allocating memory. Getting having different meanings. In the same fashion, throws is also having its own meaning. What is that meaning? Giving information about undefined activity code to the caller. Hello mister, I'm having one undefined activity related code. I want to inform that code. How I am informing means using this throws keyword, and put this undefined activity code name. I said one thing to you. The bowler can bowl the ball by crossing the grease. That entire activity or work is called as what? No ball activity. Like that, for this undefined activity code also we are having some names. Okay, we are having some names. What is that name? Let me take here, let me take that name like interrupted exception. Okay, let me take that one as what? Interrupted exception. Now this person has to handle that one. Handle means he wants to accept. Okay, I know that I can accept it. Okay, I will accept that undefined activity code and I will use that one here. How to accept means, that is handling, that is called as technically handling. Getting? Observe here. For that I am going to put try catch. Okay, catch interrupted exception. This is the syntax, guys. Okay, this is the syntax. Okay, I am accepting your undefined activity code is there. Okay, no issues. Okay, so to accept that undefined activity code, you have to maintain try word, that is reserved word, followed by opening scope, followed by, and this code is what doing? It is calling this method having one dangerous activity code. So this code must be maintained within try open and end scope blocks. Okay, that is within the try block. Okay, and followed by catch block having argument as this name. Okay, this name. Okay, either this name or parent name to this name. Okay, leave it that one, no need. This name only you have to maintain, followed by one variable, open the scope and end the scope. That's it. Okay, that's it. This thing you have to maintain in your code. You have to accept. Observe here, I am telling there is a risk if you follow my sessions, because I will be going with in depth, which will make you like a weapon to work in any project. You have to dare to take risk. Getting? Like that. Here this method is informing. Getting? This method is informing through which one? Through coding. Try, open curly and open and closed curly braces, starting scope, ending scope, followed by catch block with argument name as what? This name. Okay, that undefined activity code or undefined code related name. Okay, followed by one variable, open and end scope. Please friends observe, if I don't put like this, there will be compile time error to me. Okay, leave it. Now in the same fashion, for this sleep method also we are having throws interrupted exception. That's it. Getting? Interrupted exception. Why we have to go for throws keyword? This method is informing or giving information to us like, hello Mr. Caller, if you want to use my method, please wait, you are having one risk. What is that? There is one dangerous code. If that code executes, your application will not terminate properly. There will be abnormal termination. Abnormal termination means what? If there is any undefined code execution by JVM, then rest of the code will not execute by JVM. This is called as abnormal termination. Okay. Now JVM will tell, hello mister, you are making me to go in wrong way. You are making me to execute one undefined activity code. Okay. So is it fine for you like that? It will tell. It will terminate abnormally and it will give information to us. Okay. This knowledge is more than enough to understand our code. Okay, so it is having throws interrupted exception. In the same fashion, you are having throws interrupted exception. Now observe here, observe here, observe here, observe here. Natural numbers from 1 to 45, digit by digit for every 1 second. Simple thing. Observe here. What is this sleep method logic? Logic to put the thread. Here one thread is there, right? One flow of execution. Thread means flow of execution. Flow of execution means thread, vice versa. Okay. Now, logic to put the thread which is executing this method. Logic to put the thread which is executing this method in sleep mode or specified milliseconds. Observe here, there is one thread executing this method. Now let me use how to call static method. Static method, how to call? Class name dot static method. Yes or no? Observe here, this is what? Static method within the thread class. Class name dot sleep method. Okay, now observe here. Okay, thread dot sleep of. Now what it will do? This thread which executes this sleep method will be put in sleep mode. Okay, for how many number of milliseconds? For specified number of milliseconds. 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. Simple. Okay, now observe, let me pass 1000 L. This is long. Okay, long literal. Now now observe here. Now observe here, this method is having, observe, this method is having one undefined activity code. It is telling to us, hello mister, you are having, I'm having one undefined activity code or dangerous code in my method. Okay, I'm informing you about it using throws and that activity name. So what I have to do here? To accept that, I want to use try open and close to curly braces. That is, the code which is calling this method must be maintained within try block, followed by catch block having argument as what? This undefined activity name. Okay, undefined activity name. Okay, that's it. Because of this code, you are accepting what? This undefined activity code. Okay, so even this method will be fine. Okay, it will feel comfort. Okay, now observe, now observe. So let me use the same knowledge here. What it is doing? Throws interrupted exception. It is telling, hello mister. Of course I didn't write that that is undefined activity code here, but understand, because of this throws interrupted exception. Throws means what? Informing about one undefined activity code to the caller. This method is what? Caller. Observe here, this method is what? Caller, right? This main method, yes, caller of this m1. This is what? Calling. Calling. Now what this caller has to do? Has to put try catch blocks. Okay, now the same logic. Okay, now put try catch blocks. Now for catch block as an argument, what you have to put? What you have to put? This undefined activity name as the argument. Okay, now let me use interrupted exception E. Okay, interrupted exception E. Now we have achieved digit by digit for every 1 second, digit by digit by using for every 1 second. Now observe here, let me execute this code. Okay, now how will be the output? Observe, just a minute. Okay, just a minute. What we have done here, observe what we have done here. I have used a method called sleep method. Why? My requirement is like that, digit by digit for every 1 second. If I print one digit and if I make this thread to sleep for 1 second, what happens? For 1 digit 1 second, and after coming from out of sleep or from out of sleep mode, if I print, and later it will be as what? Sleeping. Observe here, it will print 1, right? It will print what? 1. Anil 1. And what is this? Observe here, logic to put the thread which is executing this method. Observe the trick here, friends, the twist. Thread which is executing this method will be in sleep mode for 1 second, that is specified milliseconds. Now thread will be calm. Okay, and it will come out of sleep mode. What is this? End scope of for loop. It will go once again here to the incremental section. What happens? 2 is less than equals to 45. Yes, now it will print anil 2. Observe here, this thread executing sleep method. Sleep method logic is what? Now sleep method logic only, right, executes. You are calling this method, meaning is what? Sleep method logic will execute. Observe here, logic to put the thread which is executing this method in sleep mode for specified milliseconds. Now observe here, it will sleep for 1 second. Observe, printing 1, sleeping for 1 second, printing 2, sleeping for 1 second, and printing, and observe here, it will go here. Now it will print what? Anil 3. Now it is sleeping for 1 second, digit by digit for every 1 second. Observe, printing and sleeping for 1 second, printing and sleeping for 1 second. Did we achieve digit by digit for every 1 second? Yes, because of this code I have achieved. Okay, now observe this one, just a minute to compile and execute. Okay, just a minute to compile this one. Okay, now observe this part. Now let me put that code. What is that? Try within this thread dot sleep of milliseconds, catch of interrupted exception. Okay, E. Now observe here, now I am going to compile and I am going to run this one. Observe here, it is printing 1, 5 and sleeping digit by digit. It is printing the number. Okay, observe the output. Okay, now observe that one. Okay, it is printing digit by digit for every 1 second. Okay, observe that part carefully, friends. Okay, okay, it is printing digits 1 by 1 for each and every 1 second. Yes, till here we have achieved our requirement. One small thing, at the time of printing, store them in what? A data structure called as array, and print this array finally. Observe here how to do or how to achieve that logic. Okay, simple thing. Observe the same thing. What is that? SOP of anil put I. Okay, now try block thread dot sleep for 1000 milliseconds, that is 1 second. Now take catch block interrupted exception. This activity, undefined activity, name as argument to the catch block. Now this is end of our for loop. Okay, now before I print here, okay, I will store that one in array. Observe here, let me create one static array int a array equals to new of int of 46. Okay, int of 46. Why 46, mister? Observe here, if I create an array by using 46 blocks, by using 45 blocks, observe here, what will be the starting block index for each and every array? It is always 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 45. Getting 45. I don't use this 0th block. I will leave that as it is. Okay. Now observe. Now take a of I. Okay. Assign for that I. Now what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that till 45 will be stored. Okay. Now what we have to do here? I have to print. And observe here, store them in data structure called as array and print this array finally. Observe here, finally, after doing all of this, I want to print it. How to print? Observe, for int I equals to 1, I is less than equals to 45, print, just print a of I. Okay. Now observe here. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is the code. Okay, everything finished. Okay, without using curly brace, I have taken only one statement. This code works perfectly. Okay, now let's see whether it works properly or not. Okay, just a minute to compile and execute. Observe this part. Okay, observe what I have taken here. One static int array a. Okay, now observe 4, 6. Now what I am doing here, I am storing that each and every element within the array. Now take one more for loop. Okay, now I is less than equals to 45. Okay, now system dot out dot print of a of I plus. Okay, now put I plus plus. Now observe here, are we going to get the output or not? Yes, I have compiled it. Now let me run this one. Yes, it is working perfectly. Observe here, it's taking much time, right? Observe here, this code is taking much time. It is printing. Observe here, it is printing data digit by digit for every 1 second. Observe here, by digit for every 1 second. Okay, it is printing data, that is digit by digit for every 1 second. It is taking much time, taking very large amount of time. I want to reduce that one. Okay, now it is going to print that array also. Observe here, it is even printing that array also. Did we achieve our final requirement or not? Yes, we have achieved. Observe friends,